What's going on, guys? Hey, I wanted to come to you this evening and show you a clip from Matt Walsh on the Daily Wire. And he's in this clip, man. He's talking about a cartoon called The Proud Family. And I guess it's some kind of super woke cartoon. And yeah, it's pretty woke, man. But he shows the clip here. He talks about it for a minute. But yeah, I mean, this is what we're teaching our kids. This is what we're subjecting our kids to. And again, man, parents kind of need to be aware of what's out there now. But anyways, guys, if you would, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks.
It's one thing to hold someone's past sins against them. Even that is often counterproductive and unjust, but it's an entirely different thing, a much worse thing, to hold someone's past sins against someone else who had nothing to do with them. Yet this is exactly the situation that the woke race hustlers have tried desperately and with horrifying success to engineer. One of the reasons they've been so successful in stirring up these resentments, keeping ancient wounds fresh and still bleeding, is that they start the resentment building process very early, making sure to preach the grievance gospel to children from a very young age. Case in point, the latest uber woke episode from Disney's uber woke children's show, which is called The Proud Family. Now, for a little bit of background, The Proud Family was originally a kid show on the Disney Channel back in the early 2000s. It was canceled in 2005. And then in 2022, it became just the latest reboot that nobody needed, nobody asked for, nobody wanted. The rebooted Proud Family, which can be found now on Disney Plus, promises to be louder and prouder. And it certainly fulfills at least half of that promise. A clip from a recent episode has gone viral over the past few days, and in it, we are treated to what we're told is a rap or a song about the sinister origins of the United States. And here it is.
This country was built on slavery, which means slaves built this country. Tilled this land from sea to sea to sea. First there was rice, tobacco, sugar cane. Then Whitney did his thing and cotton became king. And we were its soldiers, 4 million strong, fighting for America's freedoms, even though we remained America's slaves. Built this country. The descendants of slaves continue to build it. Slaves built this country. And we, the descendants of slaves in America, have earned reparations for their suffering. And continue to earn reparations every moment we spend submerged in the systemic prejudice, racism, and white supremacy that America was founded with and still has not atoned for. Slaves built this country. Not only field hands, but carpenters, masons, blacksmiths, musicians, inventors built cities from Jamestown to New Orleans to Banneker, Washington. 40 acres and a mule. We'll take the 40 acres, keep the mule. We made your families rich. From the southern plantation heirs to the northern bankers to the New England ship owners, the founding fathers, former presidents, current senators,
the Illuminati, the New World Order.
Slaves built this country. We had Tubman, Turner,
Frederick D.
Didn't they say Lincoln freed the slaves?
But slaves were men.
And women. And only we can free ourselves. Emancipation is not freedom. Jim Crow, segregation, redlining, public schools, feeding private prisons, where we become slaves again. As we celebrate Juneteenth for the umpteenth time, our account is still outstanding. Cause this country was built on slavery, which means slaves built this country. And we demand our 40 acres and a mule. About that, you can keep the mule.
Keep the 40.
We're taking our freedom.
Just some nice, wholesome children's content. That's why I'll stick with Bluey, I think. Okay, first of all, there's been some misinformation about the content of that clip. People are saying that the Disney show featured an anti-American song. Well, that is anti-American, but it's not a song. It's literally just shrill voices chanting vacuous bumper sticker slogans without rhyme or rhythm, which I guess, doesn't really separate it much from many other pop songs. But as Martin Luther King would say, we should judge woke propaganda not by its shrillness, but by its content. The content here is ridiculous on multiple levels. So let's go through them. First, and most importantly, and it is really necessary that we emphasize this, slaves did not build this country. This country was built over the course of hundreds of years, beginning long before it was a country. The building started in the 1400s when the first European explorers sailed across treacherous and uncharted seas to discover these lands. It continued with the European settlers in the 1500s and 1600s who built a life for themselves in this unknown wilderness, facing untold threats and, for many of them, certain death. This country was built by the colonists and the American revolutionaries. It was built by the pioneers who expanded the country from the east, heading west out into a hostile wilderness occupied by warring Indian tribes. It was built by war and conquest, by discovery, by diplomacy, by industry. It was built and then nearly undone by a civil war that killed 620,000 men, then built up again, only to thrive once more. The country was built by the people who made it into the world's great power in the 20th century, who won world wars and brought about peace and economic prosperity. It was built by many people over many centuries.
So I wanted to end the video right here, but I wanted to bring this to the attention of people that may not understand some of the things that our kids are watching now, that are being made for our kids. And, again, man, we shouldn't be dividing people into groups based on skin color, based on ethnicity. We shouldn't be doing that, man. We should be saying, you know what? These people over here, they're the oppressors, and people over here, they're the victims, man. And you ought to feel guilty, and they ought to feel mad. No. It's kind of like tonight, man, or today. I put up a video last night, and I was talking about this stuff, man, and somebody kept writing in, and actually a few people did, but somebody kept writing in. They kept saying, you ought to feel guilty, man. You have blood on your hands. No, I don't. And we are responsible for what we do as individuals. But to say that people are responsible for things that happened that wasn't done by them, that wasn't even done by family members at some point in time in history, because of the color of their skin, they're responsible. That's like holding all people of a particular race or gender or whatever responsible for a crime that was committed. Was it committed by them? Well, no. But they look like the person so we're going to hold them accountable. And actually, that makes more sense if they were alive during that time period. But again, man, to hold people accountable because of the color of their skin for things, and to tell people, you have blood on your hands because of systemic racism or whatever, because of the color of your skin, man, it's wrong. It's wrong, man. It's wrong to hold people accountable. And the kids, man, that watch this, again, I hope there are vigilant enough parents that pay attention to what the kids are watching, because, man, this is disgusting. It's just absolutely disgusting to look at this stuff, to watch this. But again, man, the kids in the video, man, when they were singing, they kept referring to themselves, black people, as we. And again, man, you're dividing people into groups. We, the oppressed, them, the oppressors. Man, people are tearing this country apart doing that kind of stuff. I mean, really. In no way should kids be taught this stuff. In no way. Man, if you think so, fine, you can think so. But, yeah, I say no. No way. No way. And in no way am I going to keep my mouth shut because it makes you uncomfortable. Man, it's okay. It's okay, man. You will be okay. Everyone will be okay, man, but they got to talk about things. They got to be willing to talk. But hey, guys, if you would, leave a comment down below and like and subscribe. Thanks. You son of a